Alright, I got it right. And then get some groceries. Let's do this. Alright, after I come back from Wally's World. Time to write. Yeah, alright, we can do this. Wait. It's Wednesday. Ooh, let's see what's new on AuthorTube.
What's up, my friend?
Welcome, subscribers, to the Writer's Mindscape. This is In My Experience. I'm Tim Green. I write under the pen name TimRG. And today, we are going over routine. God, so boring and pointless. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely hate routine. I feel like I'm being locked in to do something that I know I want to do or I need to do, but at a certain time when I don't want to do it, it's awful. Ugh. Is this why you still have your clean laundry still folded and sitting in the laundry basket? I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it. Routine prevents that. Routines are boring, dull, mundane. We get it. Routine is evil. Let's talk about something more fun. Unfortunately, I do very well on a schedule. Well, when they last, that is. Now, I've tried different schedules and routine over the years, and they always go well for a time. They usually last a few days, a couple weeks, but no one lasts more than about a month before I give up on it. Shouldn't it have been a habit if it lasted for 21 days? Just a thought. If some of these have lasted about a month, shouldn't they become a habit? You know, it's 21 days to create a habit. Not necessarily. Forming a habit can take 21 days up to 6 months. This is not something you don't really hear a lot of people who write articles about forming new habits or do videos say that much. But can you really blame them? Who wants to hear it could take up to 6 months to form a habit? Nobody. I want to crush anyone about trying to form new habits that it could take forever to do. The research does show on... What's the word? The research shows the average is 21 days. Like a lot of the research out there will say 21 days. But it's not a magic number that you do something for 21 days, you have a habit. No. It's just a lot of things can become habit within that time frame. I say this because if you're trying to form a habit and you've been doing it for more than 21 days and it's not become one, this could be something that could be taking you longer to form that habit. Great. This is a good thing to know, so if you are trying to form habits and it's not sticking yet and it's been more than a month, you don't give up on it because you may have to go a little bit longer consistently doing it to do that for it to stick. Don't stop. Eventually it'll stick. You may also be doing something wrong when trying to form new habits, like trying to do too much at once. An example of this was for me this past fall, where I decided I'm gonna learn the habit that I should have had since I was 5, and probably even younger, of make my bed every day. Also, some other habits of make sure I get up and walk for 30 minutes, write every day, and a few other things. And I kept track of it for 3 months. I wanted to make sure I was consistently doing it. Yeah, out of those 3 months, I still make my bed, and that took about a month and a half to stick. Though my bed doesn't always look pretty when I make it, like today. Doing too much is almost asking to fail to create a habit. You really need to focus on one thing at a time to form habits. But once it becomes a habit, you can move on to start trying to form other habits that you want to do. What does this have to do with routine? I actually never defined what a routine is. A routine is really a sequence of habits, smaller habits linked together. That routine can also become a habit. When I think of what a routine is, I think of all my day is scheduled out from the moment I get up to when I go home, go to bed, and If you're like that for me, and you do well on a schedule, on a routine like me, let me give you 2 suggestions that might help you to improve. Number 1, small routines. Instead of doing a full daily routine or schedule, maybe you should focus on something smaller, like picking a time frame and building a routine around that. Specifically, times of days where you know you're going to be doing something. Like in the morning, you know you're going to wake up at some point, so having a small morning routine that you do every day can help. For going to bed, heck, even having one around lunch. These small things that you can do consistently build up success each and every day before building to something much larger. Number 2, seasonal routine. So maybe you're ready for a routine, a daily routine, but you still hate them. You don't know if you'll be able to succeed at it. Try a seasonal routine. No, not that kind. Not one for summer, fall, winter, and spring. If that will work for you, great, yeah, do that. But it's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a limited schedule routine that works for a period of time. I'm not going to explain it. I'm going to let the person I first heard this explain it. I'm going to show a clip from fellow AuthorTuber Abby Edmonds. She's a fantastic AuthorTuber. I love her videos. She's so energetic and just explains things very easily. I'm so thankful that she's allowing me to use this clip because she just explains a seasonal routine perfectly. The clip is from her video from this fall, how she schedules time to write. I will have a link to that video down below and a link to her channel also below. I highly recommend you check her out. She's fantastic. Here's the clip and I'll follow up after.
I used to think that I couldn't stick with routines. I would design a new routine for myself and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this. And I would actually do it for like 2 to 3 months. Then it would get old and I would stop doing it. After having this experience time and time again, I was just like, maybe I can't do routines. Maybe I'm not disciplined enough. And I would actually get frustrated with myself because I thought I wasn't trying hard enough. But that couldn't have been further from the truth. I did try hard and the routine did work for me for a season of life. But then that season ended and I needed a new routine. See, routines are great, but your routine should be your servant, not the other way around. If you design a routine that you think will work really great for you for this season of life, and after a little while of doing it, you're just not feeling it, guess what? It's a new season. Time to change things up. So that's how I look at routines now. I think about the season of life that I'm currently living in and how can I design a routine that will best serve me in this season, not for the rest of my life. And taking that pressure off really makes a routine more exciting and fun.
When I first heard about using a routine or schedule for just a period of time until it no longer works for me, I was like, that's me. That's absolutely me. It's like, wow. That's what I should have been doing. Instead of giving up on my current schedule routine, I should have been doing a new one that would work now. No, don't do it. Don't you dare say it. In my personal experience, I have 3 examples within a year of this. Or should I say 3 books? You said it. Oh, you just had to say it, didn't you? Now this wasn't a full daily routine. This was more about a writing routine. And it has to do with when I wrote the first draft of my Veiled trilogy. Quick recap, because I don't want to go too much into it. At the end of 2017, I decided I wanted to force myself to write every day. And I wanted to not just write every day, I wanted to write the first draft of each book in my Veiled trilogy in the 1 year. To ensure this, I wrote a contract and signed it. And to ensure that I actually wrote, I had my buddies Adam and Chris sign the contract as well. This was a way to say if I failed, I had to pay each of these guys $250. Yikes. No, I didn't pay them. I won. I succeeded. Barely, but I succeeded. The examples come from that writing experience. During that year, my writing schedule changed. I was mostly writing book 1 in the evenings. For book 2, largely was in the mornings when I first got up. And then book 3 was largely late mornings, early afternoon. Why? Don't know. I tried to keep the schedule writing at the exact same times I was writing the book before, and it didn't work. For some reason, each book wanted to be written at a different time. So seeing that, I can absolutely see this seasonal routine working for me. This also just want to be a side note. I know another reason why my routines failed in the past as well. And I just want to put this as a kind of a cliff note. Other reasons why routines have failed for me in the past was because I was trying to follow it 100% of the time. I didn't want any deviation from it, which is crazy. Even the most organized and professional people don't follow their routine and schedule 100%. I would beat myself up when I didn't follow it exactly. If you follow your routine and your schedule for about 70, 80, 90% of the time as it is, you're great. So don't try to be perfect. You're not, I'm not. So if you're failing at your routine and your schedule, maybe because you're trying to follow it exactly. Something to think about and keep in the back of your mind. I know I am. That's all I have for you today. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video, and let me know what your thoughts are on seasonal routines, and will you give them a try? And that is the question of the video, so answer that down below in the comment section. I absolutely want to say thank you again to Abby Edmonds for allowing me to use the clip from her video. Please go check her out. She is fantastic. I can't hype up her stuff enough. Again, link to her how she schedules her writing time video down below, as well as a link to her channel. Please go check her out. Again, Abby, thank you. I also want to highlight my first ever apps for writers. It's a review of Scrivener 3, and I absolutely had a blast doing that software review for you guys. More is coming down the line. Please go check that out. It came out fantastic. I'm so proud of it. The link down below. If you haven't checked out the latest episode of Time with Tim, that is live now. It is part 1 of a larger vlog. Yeah, when I was editing it and trying to get it up on for Tuesday, I was running out of time and I had more content to edit. So I decided to split it up. Part 2 will be going live tomorrow. As an extra treat, there will be another Time with Tim episode going up probably Saturday, maybe Sunday. I haven't decided yet. But this is actually a recreation of the first vlog I ever did on this channel. I'll have a link to that vlog down below, the old one. It covers my actual contract that I talked about earlier in more detail. I talk about I reflect on the process, but it's terrible. I was still in the process of doing the contract when I did it. The new vlog, I actually re-recorded this past October, a year after that vlog. And it's so much better because I actually had time to reflect after completing the contract and really dive deep into it. So that recreation vlog will go live this weekend as well. And this is all kind of a making up for last week when I'm not getting this video up due to technical difficulties because I'm an idiot. Please give this video a thumbs up. You made it to the end of this channel, so go ahead and hit that thumbs up. You know you're liking what I'm talking about. It also helps out the channel. Let's see if we can get 5 likes on this video. Since it's right there, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Nice! Ring that bell and turn on all notifications so you know when all In My Experience and other content go live. There should be something after this, but I can't think of it. Oh well, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll chat with you in my next video. Bye! I forgot to do silly transitions. transition.